What's up, conscious creators? Alex here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the concept we could call the mirror principle and my understanding of this principle when it comes to manifesting love, relationships, and new experiences. I'll be sharing with you how when you understand this principle, you realize the path to what you actually want. You understand why it's been taking so long to manifest the kind of relationships and experiences you want. You realize a conscious path to manifesting enlightened relationships and new experiences, and you can see the areas of your life where you've got the whole thing the wrong way around and how you can reverse it to create the outcomes that you want. So my invitation to you is for you to stick around until the very end of the video so you can absorb and understand all of the message, because I really do believe that if you're willing and open to this message, it's going to have an enormously positive effect on your life. So just a very quick announcement before we get straight into it. A few more slots have opened up for the free one-to-one to see if you'd be a good fit for the Consciousness Revolution program. So if that interests you, head over to speaktoalex.com or wait till the end of the video for more details. But with that being said, let's get straight into it. So the general idea with the mirror principle goes like this. The thoughts and mental images that we identify with, along with the beliefs that we have about ourselves, other people, and the world, very often get reflected back to us in the external world, in the form of events and people that come into our life. That is, the apparent external world that you experience often acts like a mirror, reflecting back to you the ideas and beliefs that you hold on to, right? A basic example would be, say you're a heterosexual guy and you hold on to the belief that most women are vain, selfish, entitled, and likely to reject you. You'll tend to notice and experience more events that confirm those beliefs. And if you change your belief to the belief that actually a great many women are intelligent, kind, compassionate, and looking for a long-term partner, and that you can attract someone with those qualities so long as you're embodying those qualities yourself, you'll tend to experience more events that confirm that belief. You'll tend to manifest people into your life that reflect that belief. The thing with the mirror principle is that it's not exactly like a mirror like you might find in your house, where the reflection is instant. In this mirror principle, the external world reflection has a time delay due to the nature of how this apparent reality works. In the world of imagination, we're able to imagine something instantly and change that mental image instantly. But the external world is slower and denser, and so it takes longer to change in response to our imaginings and beliefs. We might change our belief about something instantly, but it might take a few days, weeks, months, or even years to be fully reflected back to us in the form of an external manifestation. The other thing with the mirror principle is that it's not that these external events are always an instant and obvious one-to-one copy of our internal beliefs and imaginings. They're often events presented to us as a chance to heal something within our subconscious mind and our body. They're often a chance to heal something that you need to heal in order to experience what you've been newly believing or imagining. For example, imagine there's a guy who wants to start a YouTube channel, and he thinks that if he starts a YouTube channel, he'll be able to connect with new people that really resonate with the things that he wants to share and attract new fulfilling relationships and friendships into his life from around the world. And he starts getting all excited and feeling good about it, and realizing that for the first time, he actually feels pretty confident to go ahead and do it. He still has a little fear around it, but he's decided he's finally going to move through the fear and do it anyway. He's ready to face the fear and go full steam ahead. And so he's all excited and pumped, imagining that he's going to make this awesome video. And he switches the camera on, presses record, stands in front of the camera, ready to share his message to the world. And then, all of a sudden, stress and anxiety hits. Banging headache comes on and an irresistible urge to back down and go lie on the bed. He thinks, okay, perhaps this isn't as easy as I thought it was. I'll try again tomorrow. Then, later that evening, his housemate suddenly starts raging at him out of nowhere, looking like a crazed maniac, taking all of his life's stresses out on him and accusing him of things that he never even did. And he could easily be tempted to think, well, this is rubbish. Earlier on, I was all excited about making videos, I was all inspired, and I couldn't even make the video and felt like collapsing when I went to do so. And now my housemate is going crazy at me for no reason. This isn't a reflection of my beliefs. This isn't what I've been imagining. This whole manifesting thing is obviously a load of bollocks. You see, if he experiences that event and thinks only that he's a victim to it, he becomes only a victim to it. But what if he gives it a different meaning? What if this event was actually what he needed to be able to create what he actually wants? And so instead of just thinking, this is unfair, why me? He meditates on it. He reflects on how this event could actually benefit him. And then suddenly he realizes and remembers when he was a kid, his dad often used to rage at him for no reason, taking all his life's stresses out on him. And it was at that time, as a defenseless, frightened child, he felt like he couldn't stand up for himself. He felt like he had to back down. He remembers that there were a few times where he tried to stand up to his dad and boldly tell him what he really thinks and feels. But that used to just make things worse, and his dad would just shout him down even further, looking like a crazed maniac, looking extremely threatening. And that just put him even further into a frozen state. He realizes he's onto something. He doesn't condone his housemate's behavior, but in a way, he thanks him for helping to reveal something that he needs to heal. He immediately starts learning to respond to challenges and fear-inducing things in a different way. He starts learning to come out of that freeze response and instead responds consciously with healthy aggression. Not to become threatening and retaliate with a similar kind of violence, but to draw a stern boundary when people are crossing them, to say a stern no when someone's acting abusive. And instead of backing down and going into that frozen state in response to challenges, to lean into them, to walk into the fire with courage. He realizes this was the exact thing that he needed to have the courage to share his message to the world. He suddenly feels less frozen and more able to lean forward. His housemate suddenly starts respecting him more. And instead of backing down when he goes to make a YouTube video, he feels the fear and does it anyway. He feels the adrenaline and leans into it. He creates his dream of starting a YouTube channel, and he starts connecting with the incredible people around the world that resonate with his message. Our subconscious mind and our body's conditioning is multi-layered and complex. It goes deep. It includes our beliefs, ideas, imaginings, old wounds and childhood traumas. And many aspects of our conditioning that lay deep within our subconscious mind and our body might take years to finally reveal themselves and become manifest in the external world. Well, sometimes you might get your reflection back very quickly. Sometimes you might realign your belief on something and start seeing instant reflections in the external world. But the overarching theme of the mirror principle is this. So many people are looking to the outside to change what's inside. They're looking for the external world to give them the peace and happiness that they want. They're looking at the reflection, trying to change it and expecting that's going to change what it's reflecting. They're looking at the mirror, expecting it to smile first before they're willing to smile back. They're looking for a relationship to immunize against their suffering and make them happy. And then they wonder why they never find one. Or why when they do find one, it quickly becomes triggering and the whole thing falls apart. They're looking for the outer to change the inner. They're going up to people with a mostly empty bowl of ice cream and saying, "Hey, can you fill up my bowl with ice cream?" Whereas a conscious relationship starts where you go, "Hey, I filled up my bowl with ice cream. Now I've got a nice bowl of ice cream and you've got a nice bowl of ice cream. How about we pour a load of our ice cream into one big bowl and pour chocolate sauce all over the top of it and have a load of fun tucking in together?" The mirror principle reminds us that true change starts from within first. It reminds us that instead of always looking to the external to give us peace and happiness, we can instead discover the peace and happiness that's at the core of our being and aim to share that with the world as a celebration of it. When you discover the peace that's at the nature of your being and you take a stand as that being, the external world will gradually change to reflect that. When you discover the causeless joy that arises as you abide as your true self, more joyous events gradually appear as a reflection of that. And when you discover the wholeness that's the nature of your true self, you'll manifest relationships with people who also have discovered that wholeness themselves. Whatever age you are, and no matter how much growth you feel like you've done, it's unlikely that everything inside you is fully reconciled and healed. I doubt anyone in this world is a fully healed, enlightened master living completely without ego. We attract people consciously to share pleasure and joy, but we attract people subconsciously to bring to consciousness those old wounds, and you get an opportunity to heal them. In an unconscious relationship, those trigger points just mean arguments, anger, and rage, and an inevitable breakup. In a conscious relationship, with the willingness to heal and grow, those trigger points are a chance to heal and grow. They're a chance to bring two people together even closer and to use the relationship to expand consciousness, transcend, and experience a cosmic union. So that concludes the video. Before you go, here's some more details about my coaching program, the Consciousness Revolution program. On this program, we help you overcome anxiety or low self-esteem that's been holding you back from peace and creating what you want from a place of flow. If you want to overcome confidence blocks or live from a place of deeper peace and flow, this program is for you. Or if you're a conscious entrepreneur that has had some momentum but has ran into some blocks and wants help taking things to the next level, this program is also for you. So head over to speaktoalex.com to book a time for us to chat about solving your problems. And with that being said, like this video if you liked it, and of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos helping you with conscious personal growth. Peace.